Welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm the Monk, and today I'm here with a Praetorians HD Remaster review. Now, this game actually came out with Commandos HD Remaster as well, but like I said in that review, I just feel like they deserve their own reviews. You know, they're two extremely different games, and both have different strengths and weaknesses. Now, yes, together they will cost you $34.99, but if you hit the link in the description, it will take you to Green Man Gaming, where you'll get a 9% discount for PC for $26.99. So that saves you a little bit of money. Anyway, like I said, they're in a double pack, but I'm doing reviews completely separate. Now, Praetorians is a real old school RTS. You know, it kind of reminds me of Age of Empires quite a bit as well. You know, the way the game plays, the way it moved. The actual, what's it called? The tutorial isn't actually half bad this time round as well, which makes a difference because a lot of tutorials are, well, they're just hard, you know? A lot of them aren't very user friendly, shall we say. But this one was actually pretty user friendly. You get through it in, say, 5 minutes. There's like 4 or 5 different tutorial levels as well, which I thought helped quite a bit. It shows you all the different mechanics, all the different troop types, and all that sort of stuff. So that was really well made, and you know, it was easy to go through. Anyway, so this game was developed by Pyro Studios, and it is actually published by Calypso. And again, a big shout out to Calypso Media, as they sent me a key for this game. So again, thank you very much for the key. Now, I spent a lot of time in this game doing the levels. I also spent a lot of time in the skirmish mode. I quite like just, especially in these type of games, like I remember the old school Command and Conquer games, I would literally just, I would barely even play the campaign. I would just play the skirmish mode. And again, in Praetorians, that's what I found myself doing most of the time, is playing that skirmish mode where I could just build up my own army, do my own thing. I feel like the game falls short because your army is capped at 500. I wish you could actually up that. I think that would make the experience of Praetorians just that much better. Of course, we're talking about the might of the Roman army, and it's set during that time period as well, you know, when the Romans were at their most pinnacle of strength. And so I feel like the number 500, it just doesn't lend itself to a good Roman game. I kind of need a lot more troops. I feel like because this game's so old, I was expecting yet to be able to have so many more troops. I mean, after all, this was originally released in 2003, so I was kind of expecting to have, you know, back then, the way I remember RTS is having unlimited troops. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I think in certain games you definitely did have that, but apparently this wasn't one of them. Unfortunately, this game is a complete port of the original game. They just allowed it to work on the modern day consoles. I can't actually see any change whatsoever. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. You know, there's not as much nostalgia in this game for me as there was in Commandos, but I definitely remember playing this way back when as well. And I just think that maybe they missed an opportunity to just change it up a little bit and maybe do a slightly better job than was originally done, because obviously it's still full of a few little bugs and a few things that didn't quite work back then, and unfortunately they just don't actually work now either. But it is kind of cool that you get a little story with each level. You know, you fight in Egypt, Gaul, which I believe was France, and Italy. And like I said, you take on the, well, you are the might of the Roman Empire, and you're taking on all these barbarians. And you're trying to bring order to the land. Or at least that's what the Romans say. But I did actually have a lot of fun playing this, and I think bottom line, when you play games of any kind, you've got to ask yourself that question: have you had fun? And I did have fun playing this game. It worked smoothly. I didn't get any crashes. Honestly, it was quite easy to play. There really was no problems. Everything worked pretty much the way it was meant. It may have been a little bit clunky, and I kind of wish there was a few more options, maybe even a few more troop types. And again, I've mentioned that I would have preferred a bigger army. But other than that, this game worked really well. You know, it looks okay. I guess it definitely does look dated. It definitely doesn't add up to a few of the games out today, but it was still a lot of fun and totally playable, even 17 years on, with nothing done or changed to it at all. It's still a very good game. You know, a sad fact is that games back then were just better than a lot of games back now. Now, I'm not saying that this game is better than, you know, a lot of the games that's out now, but it's still a very good game, very solid game. No DLC, no skins, no loot bundles, no nonsense like that. This is just a real RTS for you, you know. And I could quite imagine if this was re-released today, as in remade and re-released, all of the skins you'd have to microtransactions and get like that. It would be, yeah, it'd be crazy. They just don't make games like this today. But that being said, this is not a perfect review. Like I said, I definitely feel like that they have missed a step when it comes to this game. But it still gets a 4.5 out of 10, which isn't a great score, but it is still a good, solid score. Like I said, this game is fun, it is playable, it is probably worth the money as well, especially if you think you get both games. You get a hell of a lot of playtime. This isn't going to be a game that you're going to complete in 5 minutes. It's going to take you some real time and effort to actually complete each level. You're talking upwards of an hour for every level you play, you know. So it's definitely a fun little game. You know, you pick it up, you play a level, you put it down again. You know, it is a good little game though. I quite liked it, quite enjoyed it. I'm going to go back to it. And that's it. That's my review, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've liked this game. If you did play it before and now you're playing it now, let me know your thoughts in the comments as well, because I always like hearing back from you guys and what you think, and if we're on the same understanding. But if you have liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, maybe think about subscribing, because we're chasing that big 1,000 mark. And so every subscription really, really counts. Anyway, I've been a monk and we've been a Critically Clueless. I'll leave you with the rest of this video. And of course, we've got more videos coming out every single day. So if you don't like this one, maybe you like the next one. Anyway, peace out. And I will see you guys in the next video.
For Rome! Immediately!